Hello, Chris.
Hello.
What have you been up to?
I've made a Lego building.
What kind of Lego building?
Well, it is an Italian restaurant called Veni Vidi Vici. So I decided that I've made enough of the sets from Lego City and I wanted to make a building of my own. And here it is. So I decided to build the restaurant up a few plates so that it was compatible with the modular buildings. It has, as you can see, a couple of Technic holes here and here, meaning that it should line up with other Lego buildings. It's built up, which means that it will fit in with the rest of my city. So it's called Veni Vidi Vici because I found a Lego piece that has the words Veni Vidi Vici written on them. I think it's from a Julius Caesar minifig, but it just kind of looks like a menu. I found some letters that cost quite a bit each, especially the V's, and it meant that I could make a sign on this side and on this side of the restaurant. So the restaurant is two-storey. It has a small outside eating area in the front, and the restaurant and bar are on the ground floor, and then above that is the kitchen, and then finally the roof garden. So in the street seating area we see that there's a nice bottle of wine, someone's enjoying a pizza on their own, or maybe they're waiting for someone, and there's also a fellow here on his mobile phone just finishing his coffee. These are actually bricks and plates on their side, and that was so that I could put a coffee cup, which is really an upside down round tile with a hole in it, on top of the table. The door is actually just a simple glass door with this bar and 3 tiles with clips to make it look a bit more fancy. It looks quite good, I think. It's all surrounded by flowers. Jess did this.
Yes.
So here's the roof garden, and it has a lot of people on it. I had to figure out the size of each table and how to lay it out. I thought it'd be nice to have a diagonal table arrangement. We have a fellow here on the piano. This is just a bunch of strange pieces put together. There are round inverted arches and things. There's a lady singing. I'm just going to open this up. It's actually easier to seal the bits if I do that. Yeah, so you can see that she's holding a microphone. It looks here like there's a boy being taken out by his grandparents, and either he's won a prize or perhaps the dog's won a prize. There's a table where someone's tragically left some nice dessert, and someone just starting to look at their menu. Oh, and last but not least, this cool customer taking his date out for a pizza, and he has a 1980s mobile phone. So the railing is, I think this is fairly standard, but the corner ones were quite hard to find. There's only, I think, 1 or 2 sets that has a white corner piece like that. The columns are just made from some grid round bricks, and this is off some Lego, I don't know, some medieval set. I don't even know where it's from, but I bought it just in case I wanted to use it and found a use for it. So I'll take the roof off. And here we have the kitchen. So here we have what I hope is a full Italian kitchen. It makes pizza and pasta and has dessert. So if we go round to the start, first we have a pantry. So this pantry has a sort of freezer door, as it's a cold pantry. So it has various items in it. There's a basket of vegetables, some bags at the bottom, and inside we have rows of cheese, milk, tomatoes and other stuff. You can actually see it a little bit through the window. Next we move over to the pizza making. So I thought it'd be nice to have the pizza being rolled out, and then for someone to put some sauce on it, for someone to add some cheese, There's a fellow here making some pasta. Actually, you can see some pastas there and a pot of ragu in the back. There's a fellow here putting pizzas into the pizza oven. If you look carefully, you can see there's a pizza already in the oven. And the last part of the preparation is there's a fellow cutting the pizza up. You can actually see him through the window. He has a tiny moustache. Once the food is prepared, it's put on this, I'm not sure what it is, it's like a serving station or something. I've seen Gordon Ramsay sort of shout and swear from this position. Anyway, the food gets put on here and sent out. And this is the view from behind the station. You can see there are some orders. I think one of them's written in hieroglyphics because I just get what I can. And just for completeness, there's a sort of pastry station with a mixer and a cake that is being iced. There you can see her smiling through the window. And someone washing the pots. I think she's actually a vet. She comes with a rabbit, but we had to put the rabbit somewhere else. And around the whole of the kitchen is a sort of silver ducting system with an air conditioner and a corresponding vent outside. So that's the kitchen. Before we go downstairs, here is a loo. It has a nice mirror and this sort of 4-light ensemble and a gold tap, so it's quite a fancy loo. And there's a lady on the loo putting on her lipstick. There, give her some privacy. In the hallway you can see that there's the stairs that lead up to the roof garden and an Italian flag that Jess made. So, that was the kitchen. So we'll pop this back on. There we go. Oh, and this is quite nice. This cost $2, this piece. And that one. Right, let's look in here. So the first thing to notice before we delve into this is that this wall is 2 bricks thick. I decided to do this, even though it wastes a piece of real estate. I wanted a different colour on the inside to the outside. So we have white on the outside and tan on the inside. So here is the entrance and here is the reservation system. I had to make a sticker on my label printer. So the idea of this building is to use existing parts, Lego parts that have already been printed that were in other sets or parts from the Lego store. But this I just couldn't do, so that is printed. But we have a nice little lamp here, reception, they're greeted by someone, actually they're not greeted by someone at the moment, and we have a couple of tables. Here you can see that there is, I think, a dad taking his daughter with her crazy hair, as he says, out for a pizza and a glass of wine. And similarly, here's some friends enjoying pizza, because pizza pretty much solves everything. And I found this. That was nice. I'm not sure where that's from. It's I think it's one of the more recent sets, because I've seen it before. But it's a nice little picture of a boat. Here is a snooty French waiter, looking all snooty. We have this spiral staircase where the serving staff go to pick up food from the kitchen. Oh, and underneath is one of those machines that they put the orders on. Actually, on the stairs, I was a bit extravagant that these 1 by 1 by 2/3 slopes, they're metallic gold and they're from the Saturn V rocket. They're spares. And seeing we have 2 Saturn V rockets, I could use 2 of them. And here's the thing I think I'm most pleased with. We have a sign, that sign was a sticker, and we have these lovely chrome lights and a bar with all these bottles of wine. There's a fella cutting a lemon, a nice coffee machine, because it started off as a bar and then turned into a restaurant. And these lovely bar stools. A few more there. There's actually a mirror in the background. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's reflecting the bottles. These are actually very hard to mount. I had to do a lot of jiggery pokery on the side of the building that backs onto another building, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, there was a lot of messing around to get that right. And in the corner here we have some glasses. The entrance has a nice air vent. You often get this at the entrance of restaurants, and some kind of, not curtains, but just some bit of fabric. So that's it. This is my Italian restaurant. Pop it back. There. That's a better angle. Thanks for watching.